Hey, what's going on, people? I just want to jump on real quick and produce another video for you, another short video. We keep talking about what is 2023 going to look like. It's going to look the same if you guys don't level up. What do I mean by that? Well, are you maximizing every opportunity that's presented to you at the moment? What does that mean? Okay, really think about that. I want you guys to write that down. What are you doing every step of your process in your sequence as far as how your funnels are going? What I mean by that is like you have a sales process. Okay, now we're talking about real estate, we're talking about buyers and sellers, we're talking about agent attraction. Those are all separate revenue pillars. Do you know your audience? Do you know your avatar? You know, when you talk about in general buyers and sellers, what type of buyer are you dealing with? What type of seller are you dealing with? Are you dealing with first-time home buyers? Are you dealing with relocations? Are you dealing with investors, sellers? Is it FISBOs, expireds, et cetera? So know your avatar, know the dispositions, really be intentional with your value propositions, with what you're doing at the moment. So how do you level up? So you got three areas that you can level up in that I always talk about is mindset, skill set, tool set. Those three things in every area. If you're leveling up, then eventually you're going to get to peak performance because your level of intensity, your level of execution, your level of delivering in all those areas and working efficiently with tool sets and your tools. If you're working at a 9 and 10 out of 10, you're running at peak performance. That's when you start seeing your increase in your return on investment. Your numbers start growing like crazy. So write this down. Are you maximizing every opportunity in your process? So let's say you're prospecting. When you're prospecting, are you maximizing that opportunity by having a compelling dialogue, by having a compelling value proposition that matches your audience, that is in alignment with where they're at now, their current disposition? Okay, so number one, is your value proposition compelling? Is it the right audience? If you're talking about agent attraction, let's just talk about that for a second. Are you a solution for their now pain points? We're not talking about future pain points. We're talking about now pain points. If they're not generating a lot of production in today's market, what can you do to help them now generate more business? Whether it's working with buyers or sellers, what type of buyers or sellers, what type of marketing, is it SOI, is it lead generation? Is it cash to conversion cycles? What does that look like? So are you maximizing every opportunity? So let's just use an example for if you're making, say, 10 phone calls. I'll just use a low number, okay? And out of those 10 phone calls, you book 5 appointments. Are you saying the right things in those phone calls? And do you have a body of how that phone call flows? Do you have an intro, the reason for your call? Do you have the right questions? Are you asking the right questions in the right order? That's very important. I hear a lot of people asking the right questions, but in the wrong order. So it loses its impact. So really look at those things and ask yourself, are you maximizing that opportunity? Here's another one. Are you being lazy? Because in the past, you got different results and maybe those different results weren't something that you wanted. One of the problems we have with being lazy is we start taking shortcuts. So when you got a client that's communicating with you and you're texting, is that maximizing the opportunity? Okay, maybe it's not a phone call, but maybe it's taking the time to shoot a video with relevant information to that client. Are you doing that? Or are you saying, I'm just going to text because that's all I have the time for? Well, guess what? You have time to shoot a video and maximize the opportunity. And if you're not shooting a video, maybe pick up the phone or do a combination of both. Go above and beyond what you're used to doing. If you're doing the business the same way that you were 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, you're missing a lot of opportunities because the climate of the market has changed dramatically. Okay, we're definitely in a skill set market. And if you don't have the skills, you're going to die on the vine. You got to maximize every opportunity that you have that's in front of you, whether that's an email, whether that's a phone call, whether that's a presentation, whether that's how you work in the funnel, whatever it is, you have to improve your skill set on all levels of mindset, skill set, and tool set. So, hey, you guys, write down some comments below on some of those areas where you may need some assistance or some strategies or whatever that you're lacking going into 2023, because again, it's time to level up, you guys. If you're not leveled up, you're not working towards that, then 2023, you're playing catch up. You're going to be behind everybody else that's preparing right now for this market and next year's climate. So you should be improving everything across the board, from technology to investing more money into your business, working on your business, not in your business, and doing both simultaneously, to where eventually you could just work on your business and not in it, because that's ultimately the goal with teams. And some of you may want to be broker owners, et cetera. So anyway, write down the comments below what you need help with. I'll share my wisdom. I don't know everything, but I know enough to be dangerous. I enjoy you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you follow, and I'll talk to you here soon. Till next time. Peace.